Indianapolis, Indiana, March 3. Defensive lineman Montez Sweat of Mississippi State runs the 40-yard dash during Day 4 of the NFL Combine at Lucas Oil Stadium on March 3, 2019 in Indianapolis, Indiana. Photo by Joe Robbins, Getty Images. The defensive players have completed their testing at the NFL Combine. Here are the 2019 NFL Combine winners and losers from the defensive side. Defensive line Trysten Hill ran a decent 40-yard dash at 5.05 seconds. He added that to his 28 reps on the bench press and a 35 inches vertical jump, both of which were among the top 10 for defensive linemen. Hill looked fluid during the on-field drills, setting himself apart from the other guys participating in Indianapolis. He earned himself a ton of money after a strong performance among a deep defensive line class. Trysten Hill is putting on a show today. Stack and shed rep right here. Explosive steps, clean lateral ability moving bag to bag. Low center of gravity provides powerful jolts, making it look easy. pic.twitter.com/ortivowatch9, Carter Donick, @CDon Scouting, March 3, 2019 Loser, Dexter Lawrence, DT, Clemson. An injury ended Dexter Lawrence's workout early. After running the first 40-yard dash, Lawrence came up injured and did not participate in the rest of the drills. This is a huge blow to Lawrence's stock. He is considered by most to be a fringe first-round prospect, but missing out on drills will not do him any favors. Lawrence was suspended at the end of his 2018 season at Clemson due to a failed drug test. Now a limited display in Indianapolis is just adding fuel to the fire. Defensive end. The winner was originally going to be Brian Burns or Rashawn Gary. Then Montez Sweat happened. Sweat ran a blazing 4.41 second 40, by far the best at the position. Oh yeah, and he's 6 feet 6 inches and 260 pounds. The 2019 Edge class is phenomenal, but Sweat appears to have placed his name near the top of the list. He jumped 36 inches on the vertical jump and 125 in the broad jump. The athleticism and production are there for Sweat. Loser, Jachai Polite, Florida. Quite opposite of Sweat, Jachai Polite did not stand out among the edge talent. He ran one of the slowest 40-yard dashes of any edge, 4.84 seconds, and a low vertical jump, 32 inches. Polite opted not to participate in the bench press. That alone makes for a rough combine, but it gets worse. Along with poor testing, it appears that Polite failed the interview process. He was asked at his press conference to elaborate on his team interviews, and he claimed that a few teams only asked about his bad plays, and never mentioned any of his good traits. By publicly sharing his interview questions, Polite could only hurt his draft stock. They just bashed me the whole time. IDK, Trevor Sikima, Tampa Bay Trez, March 2, 2019 Linebacker Drew Tranquill tested through the roof at the Combine. He finished in the top 10 in the 40, T7th, bench press, 1st, vertical jump, T5th, broad jump, T9th, and 3-cone drill, 6th. With questions concerning his size and athleticism, Tranquill proved that he had the work ethic to belong in the NFL. He may not be a starting linebacker right now, but he will thrive as a special teamer early on. His performance at the Combine will push him up boards. Loser, Tevon Coney, LB, Notre Dame. Not all Irish are built the same. This is simple, though. Tevon Coney did not participate in any of the tests at the Combine, but did participate in the on-field drills and interviews. As a player that is far from a highly touted prospect, Coney's lack of participation comes down to two things: either he wasn't healthy enough to compete, or he knew his numbers wouldn't stack up to the other guys at his position. Cornerback. The cornerback group struggled for the most part in Indianapolis. However, David Long improved his stock tremendously. Although he came in relatively short compared to the rest of the class, he dominated the drills. Long ran a solid 4.46 seconds, and looked very polished in the on-field drills. He flipped his hips in the press bail drills and tracked the ball well down the field. With the rest of the class struggling, Long looks to have jumped into the day 2 mix. David Long flipping his hips, smiling face with hard eyes, picked at twitter.com/60nbh6jgw9. Cameron De Silva, at Cam Da Silva, March 4, 2019. Loser, Julian Love, CB, Notre Dame won a chance to stand out amidst a poor day from corners. Julian Love failed to do so. He ran a suboptimal 40 at just 4.54 seconds, placing him near the bottom of the position. He showed good footwork and on-field drills, but he failed to finish plays. Love consistently dropped passes, displaying his lack of ball skills. In a league that cherishes ball-hawking defensive backs, Love needs to show that he can force turnovers. Safety. When scouts talk about guys taking advantage of the opportunity, Juan Thornhill is the perfect example. Thornhill dominated all of the tests, nearly breaking the combine record for the vertical jump. He finished in the top 5 among all safeties in the 40, 5th bench press, 2nd, vertical jump, 1st, and broad jump, 1st. With Deontay Thompson and Nasir Adderley not participating in tests, Thornhill was able to steal the show. His combine performance will give his draft stock a very sizable boost. Loser, Dakota Dixon, S. Wisconsin. Dakota Dixon had a decent workout for a linebacker, but unfortunately, he is listed as a safety. He ran a slow 40 and failed to display athleticism in the rest of his tests. However, he had a favorable bench press. It would seem that Dixon will convert to a linebacker in the NFL, or at least play as a box safety that can play downhill against the run. The safety class looks strong in Indianapolis, which doesn't bode well for Dixon. You can find the offensive winners and losers here. Main photo, embed from Getty Images.